Good morning, Padawans. Happy Sunday morning. How are you guys doing? Today we're going to be looking at this motor oil from Valvoline. They call it Restore and Protect. And I got 5 quarts online. I'm only showing 2 of them here because I left the other ones in the car. But I've done a little bit of research on motor oil for my Hyundai Sonata 2013 because my Sonata consumes a little bit of oil. You know, it burns some oil. It's an older car. It has 186,000 miles on it, 2013. Now, realistically, it shouldn't have that many miles. It should have around 100,000 miles for a 2013. But hey, I drive a lot. I went to the dealership to see if I can use the engine warranty, and the advisor was an asshole. He wanted me to leave the car the entire day. He wanted me to charge me for an oil change, $89, and he wanted an engine diagnostic for $200. So I left, and I said, you know what? I'll call you some other time. In the meantime, I am adding oil to my car once in a while. You know, I check it every 2 weeks. Now, the oil that I have in my car right now is the Valvoline high mileage, over 100,000 miles. And the last time I got the oil change was at the Valvoline. Now, the problem with the Valvoline oil change place, they don't carry this one. They don't carry Restore and Protect. Okay, now, the Restore and Protect is the best oil ever made. It's just magical. Okay, so let's look at the packaging. Let's look at the bottle here. They shipped it pretty cool, you know, with this seal, so you know, to prevent leaking. I ordered it at Walmart. I think they're about $8 to $10. They change in price all the time. Let's read what it says in the back here. American made and formulated. Sorry if I can't see very well because the letters are so small. Premium, full synthetic, restore and protect, renew, restore, repeat. And there's a picture of, you know, before and after, like the pistons are there, like the valves, the pistons, you know, they become totally clear. If you have deposits, carbon deposits, like, you know, and that's what my engine has basically, and then it has a label there and all the information, whatever. But basically, what the idea is that it's going to restore your engine, you know, your valves, your intakes, your pistons, you know, maybe clean your fuel injectors a little bit better there, and it is a full synthetic oil, which I'm not really too crazy on. I don't like using full synthetic. I use a mix of conventional and synthetic, okay? Like the one I have right now is conventional and synthetic. It's like a 50-50 mix. Now, some have asked me, because I talk to other Hyundai owners. Some have asked, hey, Miller, why don't you switch to 5W-20? It might help. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to go by the manual, the manufacturing manual. And it says that you have to use 5W-20. The 5W-30 is a lot thicker, and it may damage the engine. So I'm sticking to 5W-30 just because that's what I got to have. Anyway, I don't know if I'm doing a review. I guess I'm just telling you the story behind why I bought this oil change, because I can't do a review until I actually use it, right? Now, there's another thought process, another, you know, theory that you cannot add oil, this oil to the mix oil to your car. So if I add one of these quarts tonight, it might, you know, react and mix with the other oil, and it might damage the engine somehow. I don't believe that at all. I've always mixed oil, you know, like oil brands, you know, Pennzoil, Quaker State, Valvoline, Chevron. I mix them. Nothing happens. You know, I've done the experiment. Nothing happens as long as you stick to the liquidity of the oil. Nothing's gonna happen. So anyway, this is supposed to be amazing. You know, it's supposed to restore my engine and clean everything out. I hope it doesn't blow my engine because I have heard that, you know, some people, when they add this oil, their engine starts acting up and it shuts down or something happens. There's a lot of horror stories when it comes to cars, but I don't believe any of it because a lot of people told me that the Hyundai suck, that their engines blow at 60,000, you know, 40,000, 80,000. But the problem is these people don't know how to take care of their cars. That's the problem. And then they blame it on Hyundai Corporation. Okay, if you know anything about a little bit about oil or engines, just a little bit, you don't have to know everything. You know, you're gonna make your engine last longer. It's common sense, guys. You know, common goddamn sense. Anyway, have you guys tried this oil? And you know, like I said, I'm gonna add to the oil already in the engine, but they recommend that you just go get an oil change and you know, drain everything and add the 5 quarts of these. But I think that would be too much. And I did talk to the lady at the Valvoline oil change, and I say, hey, how come you guys don't have the restore and protect? It's like, oh, they don't allow us to have it. But you could bring your own. Like, I could bring these to get the oil change. But I just had an oil change like a month ago. I know you guys saw my video, so I really don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, you know, half a quart here and there, you know, keep mixing, doing, you know, experimenting with the oils, see what happens. Yeah, it could be dangerous. I don't know. You know, but I'm not going to take all the, you know, these 5 quarts. The other ones are in the car. I know you're only looking at 2, but the other ones are in the car. I could just take all of these to the Valvoline change oil station and they will, you know, do it there. But I don't want to spend another $80, you know. So I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to be cheap. But I did spend, you know, like $40 or something, 45 on this, or probably even more. So just on the oil. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this oil. What kind of oil do you use, or do you even care? Leave me a comment, share, like, and subscribe. And may the force be with you. Bye.